So, just giving you a hypothetical, like I've been in business for 20 years and I'm getting ready in the next 10 years to sell and start my retirement, move to Florida. What would you say I need to focus on in preparation for that sale?
Well, I would say there's three things to consider. And as you're thinking about your exit, allow a couple of years because a lender is going to do a 3-year look back at your financials. So the first thing is to get your financials in order. And they're really going to tell the story of the business. I think when it boils down to it, you can do a lot of other things, but at the end of the day, the financials are going to drive the lending. And because we have more savvy buyers these days, they may be evaluating multiple businesses at once. So
Mm.
you want your business to be the one to rise to the top. And the most effective way to be able to do that is to have good financials. And for example, we are working with a business who ran their pool, the construction of their pool, through their tax returns, because many times as business owners we're trained to reduce the tax
Mm.
liability on our tax returns. But then when a lender's trying to fund the loan, those pieces don't match up. They have to be sure that the debt service is going to be there for a buyer. And if you've reduced tax liability on your tax returns, then it becomes hard to justify the amount of the loan. So we need to educate business owners not to do that for the 2 or 3 years leading up to the time of the
Like
sale.
show as much profit
Exactly.
as
Don't go buy
possible.
the $80,000 truck at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
year, even if your accountant is recommending you do
Mm-hmm.
that. So get your books and records in order. The second thing is work yourself out of the business.
Mm.
You don't want to be the star of the show. You want to have the people in place, the right people in the right seats on the bus, and then empower them to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to back yourself out of the business. The less dependent the business is on you, the more valuable your business becomes to a
Mm-hmm.
buyer. And then the third thing would be to ensure you have systems and processes in place.
Mm-hmm.
And these days, that's far easier with AI to use those tools to help you create the policies, to create the procedures and the systems. And, there's things that we used to do, like our creation of our confidential information memorandum and some things that we do that we're able to use AI in such a way that things that took me days to complete now take me less than an hour to complete. So as a business owner, you can use those same tools to get your systems and processes actually down on paper, out of your head onto paper.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the business goes out the door when you go out the door at the end of the day, that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So those three things I think are the most important things,
And
and allowing 2 to 3 years to get them
sure.
accomplished.